Alright, hey guys, what's up? I know this one is going to be late. You know, just the feeling of existential dread setting in every now and then. But we're all good. We're going to do a Halloween themed one today. I got these cool little molds. They're silicone molds. I think you can cook with them too, or bake with them rather. But we're gonna make some vegan peanut butter cups. Let me show you those little. The other one's exactly the same. Anyways, let's get to it. It's gonna be pretty simple. Ingredients that you're gonna need. Semi-sweet chocolate chips. I found these, I put these in a different recipe I did last week. I did a zucchini loaf just for the heck of it because I had a ton of zucchini from my cousin. So I made a zucchini loaf and I added some of these and I found them really sweet. So I went and got some 90% cacao chocolate. So that's gonna kind of make it a little bit more bitter. Personally, I'm just not like a really huge sweets person. If I'm gonna eat sweets, it's like candied mangoes. But yeah, these were a little bit too sweet for me, so I got that to mix in with it. You're gonna wanna use about 10 ounces, which is about 290 grams. I went ahead and just kind of like did the math for you guys because it'll make it maybe a little bit easier just depending on what you're working with. So what I'll end up doing is, just adding one of these with that. They're gonna need coconut oil, sea salt, and some vanilla extract, and that's gonna be for just the chocolate mixture. For your peanut butter, I think I've said this before, for anything, you should be just getting peanut butter with one ingredient. Some people like the one with added salt. I do not. This one quite literally just has dry roasted or organic peanuts. It's just from the store, like the no-name brand store, whatever. That's going to be what you want to use, especially for this recipe, because we're going to be mixing that with some maple syrup and some sea salt and some sugar. And then, so I'm going to list everything in the description as well if I forget to say how much I'm putting. I did actually go through and change, for the maple syrup when we use that. It says for 1/4 of a cup, but every time I've used like maple syrup or just because it's very thick, it usually gets stuck to the side of the cup, and then I find that annoying. So I converted it to tablespoons for us to make it easier and to make sure that we're using all of the sugar because these are supposed to be sweets and they're supposed to be fun. So anyways, let's get right to it. So we will start with turning on the stove. Firstly, we will get our chocolate and our coconut oil. So first, we need 2 tablespoons of coconut oil in just like a pot or a pan, whatever you have. For those of you who don't have access to little silicone molds, you can also use just like a cupcake pan and some cupcake liners. And then just fully melt the coconut oil down. Should take like 1 second. And then what we'll do is add the chocolate chips and the chocolate. And then we're gonna slowly melt that. Use like a spatula or like a wooden spoon to scrape it so it doesn't burn, and make sure we're doing this on a low heat. It'll take maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, we'll see. And once again, this is a recipe that I've never made before. So it's a pretty fun one. All right, we're almost there. So I'm just gonna add 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a little bit of sea salt. There we go. Or pink Himalayan salt. Don't go out and get like a special salt just for like one recipe. If you already have like just this or just even like regular table salt, I'm sure that'll work fine too. So it's 100% melted. Now, important to note that you definitely don't want to use all of this chocolate in these at the first time because we're going to have to do 2 rounds of chocolate. So first we're going to put the chocolate in the bottom half, and then we're going to take these and put them in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes while we mix up the peanut butter mixture. Just going to use this tablespoon to fill up the molds at the bottom. If you have steadier hands than me, you might do a better, neater job, but I've always had very unsteady hands. All right, now that they're filled up and my hands are chocolated, we'll throw them in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes just to get a bit solid so that we can add the next part. All right, so now that we're waiting for that stuff to come out, I guess take note of the time. I forgot to. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be like 10-15 minutes between. We're gonna make the peanut butter filling. So again, I think that it's kind of like wasteful to just put all the peanut butter in a cup and then take it out of the cup and then put it in the thing. So I'm just gonna use a tablespoon. So 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter or 12 tablespoons. All right, and then we'll be using 1/4 of a cup or 4 tablespoons of maple syrup. Just add that in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm aware that this is not maple syrup, but it is the syrup I had, and that's just awful and wasteful to buy more. We're gonna do 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Again, whatever salt you have. And just a little bit of sugar, so about 1 tablespoon of sugar. I just have these little cubes, so I'll just brown sugar cubes. Put about 4. All right, and then we'll just mix that up. All right, so that just looks like some peanut butter. And yeah, I'm just going to throw that in the fridge because we want this to be cold when we put it on top of the other cold things. We don't want anything melting, and we don't want this to be like soupy or loose. You want it to be thick. All right, so that was about 10 minutes. My freezer is very cold. So those are ready to be topped up with some peanut butter and some more chocolate sauce. Doesn't look like we need to remelt it or anything. It's nice and melted still. So yeah, just add as much as you want. I'm gonna take this smaller spoon. All right, now that these are all full up, back in the freezer for another 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll show you the finished results. All right, they are done and ready. I debated whether or not to try and crack these out on film, but you know what? Just for complete transparency, let's go for it. Oh, not bad. And there we have it, vegan peanut butter cups, Halloween style. I'm gonna try and do some more Halloween themed stuff for the rest of this month, just because I have these molds already and I bet I can make a lot of really cool stuff, so. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification if you want to be notified for the next time my videos come out. Peace.